In a small village nestled at the foot of a towering mountain, lived a young girl named Maya. The mountain was the highest peak in the region, its summit often hidden by clouds, and it was known for its treacherous slopes and unpredictable weather. Despite its dangers, the mountain was a source of fascination for Maya. She often dreamed of standing at its peak, looking out over the world, and feeling like she could accomplish anything. But Maya was not like the other children in her village. She was quiet, shy, and often doubted her abilities. While the other kids played confidently, Maya stayed on the sidelines, too afraid to join in. She admired the way they laughed and tackled challenges with ease, but a small voice in her head always held her back, whispering that she wasn't good enough. One day, the village announced a celebration to honor anyone brave enough to climb the mountain and return with a token from the summit. The prize was a beautiful golden medal, and the title of Mountain Hero, a title that had not been claimed in many years. When Maya heard the news, her heart fluttered. She wanted to try, but fear quickly crept in. What if I fail? What if I can't make it to the top? She thought. As the day of the challenge approached, Maya's doubt grew. She watched as the other villagers, full of confidence, prepared for the climb. Some trained by running through the hills, while others gathered supplies and planned their routes. Maya felt small and insignificant in comparison. One evening, as she sat alone by the village well, an old woman approached her. The woman had a kind smile and eyes that seemed to see right through Maya's fears. "Why do you look so troubled, child?" the old woman asked. Maya sighed, looking down at her hands. "I want to climb the mountain, but I'm too scared. I'm not strong or brave like the others. What if I fail?" The old woman nodded thoughtfully, and then pointed to a small plant growing near the well. "Do you see that plant, Maya? It started as a tiny seed, buried in the dark earth, surrounded by stones and soil. But it didn't give up. It pushed through the dirt, reached for the sun, and now it grows tall and strong. It didn't become a beautiful plant overnight, but it had the courage to keep growing, little by little." Maya looked at the plant, then back at the old woman. "But what if I'm not like that plant? What if I'm not strong enough?" The old woman smiled gently. "Strength doesn't come from being unafraid, Maya. It comes from facing your fears and trying anyway. The mountain will test you, but each step you take will make you stronger. The only way to know if you can do it is to try. Believe in yourself, even if it's just a little, and you might be surprised by what you can achieve." The old woman's words resonated deeply with Maya. That night, she made a decision. She would try to climb the mountain, not to prove anything to anyone else, but to prove to herself that she could take that first step. The morning of the climb, Maya stood at the base of the mountain, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. She took a deep breath and started walking. The first steps were the hardest, but with each one, she felt a little more confident. The path was steep and challenging, but Maya remembered the old woman's words and kept going. As she climbed higher, Maya encountered obstacles, loose rocks, sharp winds, and steep cliffs. There were moments when she wanted to turn back, but she pushed through, telling herself that she was stronger than she thought. After hours of climbing, Maya finally reached the summit. The view was breathtaking, and as she stood there, she felt a surge of pride and accomplishment. She had done it. She had faced her fears and conquered the mountain. When Maya returned to the village with a small rock from the summit as her token, the villagers cheered. But the real victory was the one she felt inside. Maya had discovered that self-confidence wasn't about being the strongest or the bravest. It was about believing in herself, even when it was hard. She had learned that true courage was taking that first step, even when you're afraid. From that day on, Maya approached life with a new sense of confidence. She no longer stayed on the sidelines, but joined in with the other children, knowing that she was capable of more than she had ever imagined. The mountain had taught her that with self-belief and perseverance, she could climb any peak, no matter how high.